Oh wait, I just realized. Wait, we're forgetting something.
Oh god.
We're forgetting something. We need the stream intro to play. So here we go.
And the Emmy for writing in a drama series goes to
showrunner and executive producer Eric Wallace.
It's a pleasure to see you guys. I hope you're all okay and you're safe.
Staying safe and all that good stuff.
Continue to stay safe and all that good. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Of course, I am showrunner Eric Wallace. I am the showrunner for The Iris, The Flash, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this stream.
We will see y'all in the fall.
Better, much better. So yeah, welcome everyone to the Wallace verse. Welcome everyone to the stream. Once again, I'm joined with Wizard Joe this time. And
yes,
this time we have a bunch of topics pretty much about the Flash, apart from like the end of the stream, which we'll talk about in a bit. So yeah, we'll be talking about the Flash season 8 episode 16. We'll talk about the trailer. We have the season 8 episode 18 synopsis as well, and we do have like better looks at like various DC movie costumes, which we'll go over as well, because some of them are really cool and I do have quite some stuff to say. And then by the end of the stream, we will talk a little bit about Disney Plus's new release, Obi-Wan Kenobi. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Awesome. Hello, Saiji or SYDG, whatever. Chance, welcome. What happened?
the intro.
Oh, the intro. Oh, Cal, yes, you love my intro, don't you? I'm Eric Wallace, man. What can I say? This is how we do it from now on. Welcome, Carlos. Sparking 4. Hello. Okay, so yeah. Starting off with our first topic of the stream, we will be talking about The Flash Season 8, Episode 16, titled The Curious Case of Bartholomew Allen. And so yeah, Arrowverse, do you want to give your thoughts first, or shall I go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So originally, and Arrowverse could vouch for me over here, I thought this was going to be one of those trash episodes we would normally get in a season, right? I saw the trailer, I'm like, what is this? Because like the trailer made it look like some like really cheesy episode, which I was not going to enjoy. But I was actually surprised with what we ended up with, because going into this episode, it was beautiful. It was such a good episode of The Flash, from everything to the acting, the emotional beats, even the music. It was all just phenomenal. Katie Lotz, of course, who now does it work if I say used to play now, because Legends is over?
I guess. Or just say who played.
Who played? Yeah,
Who
okay.
played.
So Katie Lotz, who played Sarah Lance on Legends of Tomorrow, of course, directed this episode, and she's done a phenomenal job. There are lots of shots which she's done which I really, really liked. One that stood out to me was, I don't know if you liked this one, but when Barry tried to throw lightning and the camera was just spinning around Barry as he tried to throw lightning, I found that really, really sick.
That was really cool.
But in regards to like the episode in general, incredible. As I said, I love those fun Team Flash family scenes we got during the episode where they go around playing D&D, I think it was, and like you really just get this family feel, which they barely do in the show anymore because they're so busy with the Team Flash stuff in general. I think the last time we really got this like family vibe with Team Flash was season 7 episode 12 with Cisco, and I think that was the latest time. So seeing this, and this time with like all of Team Flash aside from Iris and Caitlin, it was something I really, really liked about the episode. And
actually,
this go on.
Other than the Cisco episode, the only other time we've gotten like a family scene in the West House was 616, which is exactly 2 seasons before this one, this
Yeah,
episode.
that is true. Yeah. Um, but yeah, what I like what stood out about this episode a lot was, and Eric Wallace did say this was going to happen. He said this for episode 16 and 17, but he said that like these two episodes, 16 and 17, would have the season 1 feel to it, which I didn't believe at first. I'm like, nah, Eric Wallace, you're just speaking crap. But it honestly felt like a season 1 episode of The Flash, from everything to like that opening scene where we have Barry going around saving this bunch of innocent lives. I really loved that bit where the old lady gave the Flash candy. I thought that was really sweet. To just like, Team Flash, um like gathering around having some fun together, that felt like a season 1 thing. And also the villain of the week felt like a season 1 villain as well. And it worked. It actually worked. And of course, another thing I liked about this episode as well, and Cal points it out as well, it was Barry centric. It was an interlude episode, but it was focused around Barry, which was something I really, really liked, and it worked. Now, originally when I made my review, I didn't really have any complaints about the episode. I like really, really enjoyed everything, through like the messages being displayed with Barry getting old, through the visual effects, the ending, and all of that. But I saw Eric's title for his review. I'm like, oh wait, that is actually true. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Arrowverse, but like we have like in this episode we of course had Cecile continuously going up to Barry and saying, wait, are you okay, are you okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Cecile's an empath, right? So can't she tell? So like originally I didn't think of that. I just saw it from Eric's title. I'm like, oh wait, that is actually true. She is. So yeah, that is like a minor nitpick, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. And holy shit, that ending as well. We'll talk about it in a bit more detail. But first, Arrowverse, let's get your thoughts on this episode.
Well, you kind of just really said everything. I was very skeptical going into it, whether it would be good or bad. I had faith that it would be good, unlike
Mm-hmm.
this Wallace man over here, because I am Wizard Joe, so
Oh, I love that as
I
well.
I can sense things. Um, but I was really surprised to see. Well, not really surprised. No, I was happy to see that that it was so Barry focused. Because
Yeah.
last season we all just thought that these interludes were just for Grant to take some time off,
Yeah.
which still probably is to an extent, but he's in all of the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, yeah, the humor as well was really actually good for me. I really enjoyed it. Very
Yeah,
as you said,
definitely.
season
Definitely.
one, like
Like, you know me, right? You know me. We talked about this earlier, but you know me. Whenever we get like these like quirky and like fun scenes in general, I normally have complaints about it, right? I do not like
yeah,
them.
because you hate fun.
Sure, but for this episode, it actually worked, and I didn't complain about it. Even when you said that you didn't like this, but when Barry saw Doctor whatever the villain was, whatever his name was,
Orlov, Orlov,
Orloff.
yeah.
Orloff. When the first time Barry saw Doctor Orloff, he's like, "Let me guess, you're the bad guy." Normally, like I would absolutely trash on that, right? But with this episode, I actually liked it. I don't know why. I think it's the season. It's just the season 1 feel. But yeah, I didn't have to complain about it this time.
For me, like I didn't hate it. I just felt it really
Hmm.
weird because he wouldn't normally do that. I think, at least. Like, sure, Barry in season one would have done that, but that was because he was new. Um,
Hmm.
didn't really know what he was doing, but I don't know. I just felt a little bit out of place for me, but it's didn't really affect the episode in any way. not gonna call the episode trash because of that one line.
He's done it before though. Like I mean, no, the
He
most
has.
recent time he's done it was episode 2 of season 8. He did it to
Yeah.
Zotar.
Yeah. I guess. Um,
So
that
you
was
just
just a
got
bit
L'd
weird,
over here.
like, oh, let me guess, you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
That was a bit cheesy, but I don't know. It
Mhm.
wasn't necessarily that bad. Might have just been me.
I did also like the addition of Sing in this episode as well.
Yes.
Like, oh my god, like that scene he firstly what he had with Barry and like the CCPD stuff. Side note, seeing Barry like using his speed around the lab doing all those, it was really really cool watching that. But one thing
The
I
effects were
really
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 cool.
loved, yeah, one thing I really really loved, right, was when Sig was like, "Oh, I don't worry, I covered for you, and I told Captain Kramer that you're working on the case with me." And Barry's like, "Oh no, she already knew." And then he was like, "Wait, you told her already? She just knew." His Barry's like, "Oh no, she figured out." And then Sig's like, "Well, I knew it first."
Yeah.
So that I really liked. And then that scene he had with Joe at Jitters, mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Eric Wallace knew what he was doing with this episode. I will say that. Like
Yeah.
what made the Jitters scene so much better as well is we got an emotional beat between Barry and Cecile during that episode as well.
It was like parallel to what they were
It
talking
was
about.
paralleling one another, and it was so beautiful. Like both actors were very very well acted in that scene, and it was just perfect. We had like what I believe, I can't really remember now, but Barry talking about these growing struggles he's having with like becoming an old man, because he says something like, "Oh, I used to think I had a lot of time and now I don't really have much time considering that I'm aging," or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
And like he does talk to Cecile about like his struggles with him like not being able to remember important people in his life, and like how he might not even be able to remember Iris when she comes back. And those scenes hit hard. It was really really emotional. And Cecile does of course like pep talk Barry, like talking about her grandmother as well. So that was a really really touching and beautiful scene as well. So having that nice parallel with Barry, Cecile, and then Joe and Sing, it was great. I really, really liked it.
Yeah. Just that. Oh, that reveal of Sing was just so cool. And he's like
It
Barry
was.
runs and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna make me feel like I time traveled or something like that." I thought that was really cool. Um, I'm so glad Sing was here because he's been in every single season,
Hmm.
and recently I've been thinking like, "Oh no, he's not gonna be in this season. That's sad." But there he is, so that's good.
Yeah, and he had such a great like role in this episode,
Yeah,
and
'cause
him
we haven't
talking
really
to go on,
we
go on,
haven't
go on.
seen
Sorry,
like Joe and Sing interact like that in
that is
a
true.
long, long time as
That is
well.
true. And then another thing I was gonna mention is like he does talk to Allegra near the end of the episode, saying, "Oh, what's your superhero code name?" And of course, Allegra doesn't really have one. So I'm assuming that's a setup for next episode, right?
Yes, probably. Yeah, most likely.
Watch it be like Ultraviolet 2.2 or something like that. I don't know. Where, where's Cisco when you need him? Where's Cisco when you need him? Um, but yeah, what else did we really have in we also had some really intense stakes with like um Dr. Orloff trying like having this plan with him trying to age people, and with that he's able to become younger and become immortal, and we had that stake established, which I really liked. And I really like the scene where Barry goes around that device and like he's risking his life. He's of course getting older and older as he starts running. I found that really really sick as well.
Hmm.
And you could kind of say that the Flash has leveled up once again, because he's now what, 29 years old
Yeah,
internally. So yeah,
yeah.
that is interesting. That is interesting. The legend is here. Hello, okay. Welcome to the
Hey,
stream, man. Caitlin is no, she's not. Cal Roswell. Yeah, they were really good. I'm thinking that you're talking about the Joe Cecile scenes. No, yeah, Joe, Barry, Cecile, and Sing. The Flash 15 years ago vanishes. Wait, what?
Mm, is Jose from the future?
Maybe. Jose could be from the future. I don't know.
Oh.
But holy crap, like, we have to talk about the ending, right? Because I got creeped out. I actually got creeped out. I'm like, what the hell's happening to Caitlyn? Like, she's becoming this scientist psychopath, essentially, right? Where of course, Barry gets a call from Carla Tenhauser. She's like, "Oh, is Caitlyn with you?" And Barry's like, "Oh wait, no, I thought Caitlyn was with you." And we have Barry going to Caitlyn's apartment, and he hears like noises happening inside the apartment, but of course Caitlyn's not answering. But he just trespasses inside her house, which okay, fair
He
enough.
phases on it.
What if she's in the bathroom? Like what if she was changing? Like did he take that into consideration? But whatever. He of course enters the house only to see the house fully transformed into a lab. And then Barry's like, "Wait, Caitlyn, what is this? Oh, you know I could help you with stuff, right?" And then Caitlyn's of course like, "Oh yeah, I know. I just didn't want to bother you." And then Barry sees the mirror gun, and he's like, "Oh no, what is she doing?" And then Caitlyn's like, she pretty much reveals her plan. She wants to use the mirror gun to essentially like shoot herself and remove that inner piece of frost within her to create another frost, something like that. And of course Barry's like opposes that. He's like, right, you're gonna have to move on. Like she's dead, she's not gonna come back. But Caitlyn doesn't want to accept that, right?
Yeah.
And what makes it even worse was Caitlyn bringing up Barry's dead parents and sick wife to just make a point. She's like, "Oh, if this were like this, if you were in my shoes, you would have done this to your mother. You would have done that." Which like he's done it before, and he realized it was a mistake, right? He did it with
Yeah.
Flashpoint, technically.
Yeah.
So like, there is no better person to experience what Caitlyn's going through right now. But yeah, and then we have Caitlyn just like she's turning into Wanda, right? Like I got that vibe essentially. She's
Wonder moment.
she's she's gonna go crazy. That my tweet, Wanda moment. And she's like, I can do this. I know I can, or something like that. Like, nah, she's become a psychopath, man. What is this? And then we're Barry like electrocuting up and just destroying everything in her lab. And of course, Caitlyn's not gonna take that well. She is fuming about this. She's not gonna like this, and like you can tell, she's incredibly heartbroken. And of course, we can both agree that Barry did the right thing, right?
Yeah. Totally.
But you can also tell, like from Grant's facial expressions, that he felt so bad doing it as well. Like he put Caitlyn through this.
He did not enjoy doing it
Yeah,
at all, but he knew it had to be done.
but I think
What?
what's going to happen. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say that he destroyed all the stuff that was originally from Star Labs, wasn't it? So why didn't you just run it back there?
That
I
is
suppose
true.
she could have gone back and got it again or something. I don't know.
And he could have at least cleaned it up for her, man. Like he did that to her. The least you could do is just clean the house up at least. But yeah, I think like this is gonna lead down a path where Caitlyn's gonna cut Team Flash off because of this, because she's gonna see this as a massive stab in the back, right?
Yep.
So I think she's going to essentially cut Team Flash off from now on, and that is leading to what Cal rightly points out, her villain arc. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, I don't know how they're going to do it. Is Caitlyn just gonna turn herself into Frost, or is she just gonna become a mad scientist or something? And I mean, I'm assuming she's gonna be able to turn into Killer Frost again, right? But it will be interesting to see how she does it. But this time, of course, I don't think there will be any going back. Like if you have Caitlyn becoming Frost in season 3 and being redeemed, I don't think they'll do it twice. I think this time, like that's it. She's gonna be Killer Frost for good.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do know that it's going to be a big cliffhanger for what's her name? Caitlyn's story at the end in the finale. So That might
Okay,
be her
so
turning into Frost, or like,
that's what I'm assuming. Yeah, she's probably
the
gonna turn into
climax.
Killer Frost,
Yeah.
and that would be a perfect segue for a season 9 story, which I'm excited for. That I'm really really interested. I love how Eric Wallace, like how myself, of course, um, like this time he actually listened to the fans, right? Like he's been doing this a lot recently. Like, you can tell with the genuine improvements he's made with the season. Like normally I'd make jokes about this guy, right? But if you really have a look at season 8, he's genuinely made a big improvement. He's redeemed a lot of characters, butchered one, that of course being Jacob Birch.
Yep.
But he's redeemed a lot of characters. He's redeemed Chillblaine, he's redeemed Kramer, butchered Jacob Birch, but we don't talk about that. Redeemed interlude episodes in general, and like the quality of the show for this season overall has just leveled up. It's way better than season 7. It's not even close. Like I made this tweet during the summer. I said the Flash season 8 is going to be the Arrow season 5 of the show, essentially the one that redeems the whole show, and season 8 did that for me. I think that we've had like a couple of bad episodes, but season 8 is a redemption to the show, in my opinion. I think this is hands down the third best season of the show right now. Um, but yeah, like I love how he took a character like Caitlyn, who barely got to be explored since you could say season 5, and made this big storyline out of her, and it's a really interesting storyline as well. Of course, West Allen fans are not happy about that, but it's really cool and it's really really interesting. Would you agree with me on that?
Yeah, totally. 100%. And so would Wizard Joe, I think. I think he'll be agreeing on that.
Money, 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 money. Indeed. Where's my money? That's my one complaint. That's my one complaint for the season. They butchered my boy. They've massacred my boy, man. Justice for Jacob Birch.
Exactly. Yeah. They could have at least, like, he did. It was a perfect setup. There was already something that he wanted in that episode, and that was his son. So
Give me my Sunday.
exactly, it was a perfect setup. Now, if he said that, or um, give me my son, or else I'll unleash hell, or something like that, like he did with Money, that would be a top tier episode, you know?
Yeah, actually would have. Like like I think like the whole premise of like the Goldface episode from this season, like Eric Wallace knows that we meme this character, especially with the Love is the Battlefield theme. I love how we just incorporated that into that Goldface interlude episode, and then he made the jokes about black as well. Oh, I love
Oh
your top
yeah.
Amy whammy and stuff like that. So like
Yes.
Eric Wallace knows that we meme the crap out of Goldface, but like me and Arrowverse would mostly say this. I don't know about the other fans in general, but we like how funny Goldface is.
Yeah.
So like I like, for example, I'm someone that really enjoyed the episode, but other people might not have enjoyed it that much. I wonder what they're gonna do with Joe. What's that?
It's just become that. Goldface was so bad that he turned into a joke, and now we love him, and he's so good.
What's that?
Like Goldface was so bad
Uh-huh.
that we loved him,
Uh-huh.
and now he's so good.
He is. He actually is though.
The king.
He's
Yeah.
a king.
Ugh.
I wonder what they're gonna do with Joe and the time stone. That's actually true because they had that storyline established as well, right?
I thought that was in this week, this episode, because your mate, sorry, you said in an interview that when asked about the time stone that Joe has a story in episode 16.
So it's
So
leading somewhere. So maybe
there's
oh,
probably gonna be something about Iris's stuff.
maybe he uses the time stone to find where Iris is. Or maybe
Mm.
like he can, I don't know, reverse back time to find where's
Or
going.
or he replaces himself with Iris, like Damien Dark with Nora.
Ooh.
Leading to Joe not being on next season, but the 5 episodes next season are just Joe
That's
as a
a good point.
speedster, cobalt blue.
Oh, you know something, right? I've been saying this since season 4. I really want to see Joe just have speedster abilities.
Oh,
That
that'll
would
be
just
quite
be really,
funny.
really funny.
I don't, it'll be really bad, but like it'll be real funny.
It would, but it would be so funny.
Yeah.
Um, would you like it more if Tom Cavanaugh's Reverse Flash died but came back as Timeless Wells or a different Wells?
Yes.
I mean, I'm guessing like, even though I'm like, this is 100% speculation. Don't take my word for it. I think this season is like the final time we will see Tom Cavanaugh's Reverse Flash, right? Unless we get like a time travel episode eventually. But I think Kavanaugh will still return as Timeless Wells regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, like I love Tom Cavanagh. He's such a great actor, and he's always a pleasure to have on the show. So, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't complain about it. I would really love that. How good was Kenobi Flashverse? We're gonna talk about that by the end of the stream, but really good. Apart from one
Oh,
certain bit, which we're gonna get a
what do you mean
rant
one
about.
certain bit? It's like that one certain bit made up for half of the
Yes, score.
half. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll get into that.
Jacob Birch versus. It's not even a
Oh,
competition, man. It's the Goldface is winning that.
yeah. They butchered Jaco. It's really
They
unfortunate.
butchered him. They butchered him. He's not a good character anymore. That's just
Yep.
he's trash. So yeah, screw myself for butchering such glorious
Yep.
of
How
a
dare you?
character. How dare me?
Well,
But
you
yeah,
never know.
go
Wizard
on.
Joe might be able to change the timeline.
He
Maybe
could. He could.
we get
Ooh.
Time
Oh,
Stone.
Timestone.
Wizard
Oh,
Joe.
exactly. I was gonna say that as well.
Wizard
He'll
Joe's got
her.
the Time Stone.
He'll
He
Hermione Granger it.
yeah. Look, he'll give Jaco his money.
Oh.
In Run
Yo,
Irish Run, Joe time travels there with the Time Stone. Then with his
it's
wizard
treason,
powers,
man. It's just treason.
with the powers, he turns the fire into money. So then whenever Jaco
Ooh,
Birch uses his powers, it shoots out money instead of fire. Then he's got all of the money, infinite money. That would be the best storyline on the show, I think.
that would be the best storyline on the show, and it won't even be close.
Yeah.
Kavanaugh kills it as the Reverse Flash, but it would be great to see Matt Lester come back. Yes, I 100% agree with that. Now, like, I'm not one that likes comparing the two's performance, but Kavanaugh was always my Reverse Flash, just because he's just so good whenever we see him. So, like, I know, like, going into this, like, final few episodes of the season, I know, like, this will most probably be the last time we will see Tom Cavanaugh play the Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Matt Latcher coming back as well, because he has to at some point for everything to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But now working as a
By the
go on.
way, I have breakfast right now. Thoughts?
What is it?
Pancakes and eggs.
Ooh.
I would send you a photo, but I've already eaten some of it, so you have to
Send it
use your
over. Send it
imagination.
over.
No.
No, here's the thing though. I don't eat pancakes, so
Oh,
I don't really know. The only time I eat pancakes is if I go to a hotel or something. That's pretty much it.
I see. Well,
And
pers-
I despise eggs. It's like my least favorite thing. So
okay. Well, yeah. This is not your meal, is it?
no, we'll see it though. We'll see. Like I can judge by the aesthetic of the breakfast, shall we say?
Well, I don't know if there's much of an aesthetic, but you know.
Because you ate half of it already.
Yeah.
Who cares? Send it over. Send it over. We'll judge. We'll get the chat to judge as well.
I also don't have any maple syrup on it, so that might be a bit of an L.
Oh, so is it gonna be like a dry breakfast? Decent breakfast.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, it depends on where you are in the world, Aiden. So, and ultra edits could. Sorry, mid edits could decide the verdict on what you're eating as well. So yeah, send it over.
How do I do that? Okay, there we go.
Where'd you send it? Oh, Twitter. Okay.
Twitter.
Okay. We're judging Arrow versus breakfast over here. So this is Arrow versus breakfast. So we have pancakes.
No syrup yet.
No syrup yet. Are you gonna add syrup?
Probably, but I don't know. I might eat it all first.
Okay, so not gonna lie, they look good. It looks a bit dry, but it looks good. We of
Yeah.
course got the healthy bananas going on. But that's an L. Scrambled eggs, massive L.
Nah, that's a W. That big W. I know what
Big
you're
L.
talking about. Nah.
The one time I would eat eggs is I don't know what you call it because I normally call it by like another language. Like is it like sunny on top or something like that?
Uh-huh.
Is that what is that what it is? That's the one I like.
Okay.
But
It's something
scrambled
like that.
scrambled
Yeah, something.
massive L.
Nah, a little bit. Nah. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back.
Oh, he's not coming back. Oh, we pissed him off. But anyways,
Nah,
moving
everyone in
on.
the chat saying it's a W breakfast, so there you go.
Oh, damn. W. Oh, you're getting praised, W.
Oh, even Ultra's praising it. Let's
Oh
go.
my god.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll give you the W this time. I'll give you W. Flashverse, did you see the 4 remaining episode titles? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And very interesting. Very interesting. Comment Flashverse L. Well, your take on Kenobi is a bigger L, so yeah. Don't talk about
Mm,
L's. Okay, but
I don't think
now.
I don't
Oh
think
wait, we're
people
going.
care
Okay, go
about
on.
comics for Star Wars. So
It's canon though. It's canon. That's like what? Um that's like making a flashback scene for the Flash season 9. It's a time it's not a flashback scene. Oh yeah, we'll go for a flash. No, we'll go for a time travel scene, right? We'll go for a time travel scene. Barry time travel to season 1, episode 5, and Iris knows Barry is the Flash. That's the type of thing they did right there, and that's what triggered me a lot.
well, mate, what
It's
if?
equivalent to that. It's canon.
What? No.
Ah.
I no. We'll get into this at the end. We'll get into this when we
We'll
get
get
around
this in
to
the
it.
end. We'll get this in the end. But yeah, the Flash season 8, episode 17 trailer. This of course is titled. I have no idea what it's titled. Keep It Dark. It's called Keep It Dark. Now they completely false advertised this episode for the worse. This is a big false advertisement, and like it's a worse false advertisement. So here's the synopsis, and of course, Danielle Panabaker is directing this episode. But have a read of the synopsis, man, and then we're gonna see the trailer for it, which is a total 180 to what the synopsis does. But the Flash goes off the grid to look for answers about a new meta in town. Meanwhile, Allegra pulls out all of the stops at CCC Media to protect a source and a friend. Of course, going by this, you would assume that it's an Allegra episode
With no Barry in it.
with no Barry in it because the synopsis specifically says the Flash goes off the grid. And I'm like, okay, Arrowverse. I said this last week. Arrowverse, I'm not watching this episode. It's another trash Allegra episode. I skipped last season. I'm going to skip this one as well. And then I watched the trailer for this. I'm like, wait, did they release the wrong trailer or something? But it's actually episode 17. I'm like, wait, what? This is not an Allegra episode. Like she seems to be having a role in it, but like it's like they made it look like Barry would have no role in it, but she actually does.
She's definitely still the main story of it. Though.
Oh, probably, yeah. But yeah, let's have a watch. Let's not have a watch of it because I'll get
Let's
copyright
skim
claimed.
through it.
We'll skim through it. So of
Ultra's
course,
actually taking W's in the chat. Imagine skipping an episode.
imagine skipping an episode. Well, I had reasons for it, shall we say?
Even if I knew it was like the worst episode of the show, I'd still watch it.
No, I wouldn't. I still didn't watch it to this day, by the way.
Yeah.
So
So
realistically, I haven't completed the show until I watched that episode. But yeah, of course, The Fly season 817, keep it dark. So of course, over here we have some like lab going on, and as we can see, like we have burn marks over here on the floor. Like
do we know
it's a chaotic
what lab
place.
this is?
I don't know. Mercury Labs,
What if it's
Fast
what
Track
if it's
Labs,
Fast Track Lab? Yeah.
Fast Track Labs. But yeah, Barry's like, wait, what the hell happened over here? And then like we get this other show over here, and then this guy's essentially saying, "Oh, well, don't you remember? You sped us out of here, and you saved all of us." And then Barry's just like, "Wait,
This-
what?"
This reminds me of like season 2 and 1 of The Flash. When we get
Was it
these type of lab scenes where like a villain would be in it. And attack the scientist or whatever, and then Flash would come in later on. Or CSI Barry, I guess it would be, but same thing.
But yeah, over here we have Barry actually. I just read something stupid in the chat. I'm guessing you know what it is as well.
Yeah, and he's not wrong. It was really good.
No. It's from someone with 3 under ultras comment from this. But anyways, with
that's
this
what I read.
episode, you read it? Yeah. Not cool, man. Not cool. But over here, we of course have Barry going like, wait, what the hell are you talking about? Because he of course has no idea, because Barry is not the one that saved these people. So Barry is confused, and we do of course have him doing a crime scene investigation over here. And yeah, he's like wondering what's up, right? Go on.
Does it show the logo of what lab this is? And you know the
Does
shots?
it? I do not know.
Go back through it.
Go back through it.
Play
No. I don't think it does.
Yeah.
But over here, Barry's of course doing a crime scene investigation. He's like, right, I need to get to the bottom of this. Who's this? Because there could be a new speedster in town. And then he of course tells Chester, I have to see him to, of course, be sure that it is not him. And we're like, wait, who are they talking about? And then we cut to this. I'm like, no way, that's actually insane, because you guys know my arrow shill mode, shall we say. But then we get this.
So bad that you had to run all this way just to be sure I was still here.
Which is really sick. He's so menacing, man. Even in prison, man. Bloody hell. And well, I love the Lian Yu Thawne look this time. I'm a big fan of that.
Yes. Thawne with a beard.
Thawne with a beard. He had that in season 5 as well, to be fair, though, right?
Wasn't this long, though, was it? Or was it?
No, it definitely wasn't. This is 100% longer, but yeah, like you know what would be so cool as well? If this was the same like prison Slade was in.
Yeah.
I would just love that connection between the two. So
I think it might be. Because no one's in
think
this
it is?
prison, I'm pretty sure. Because what we saw in 610,
Mhm.
no one's actually in the prison. So it's probably just Thawne now.
That is true.
Unless Godspeed was moved there.
No, Godspeed's in
Bloodwork.
Iron Heights. Godspeed's in Iron
Yeah, but
Heights.
he could have gotten moved from Iron Heights to Argus.
That is true as well. They could have done that. But yeah, okay, so in regards to like this new speedster in town, Of course, spoiler alert if you guys do not want to know who it is, but if you've seen set photos, you can probably tell who it is. But it is someone called Mina Dawan, aka Fast Track. And I'm gonna see if I can pull up a picture of what she looks like. Which will probably take a while, so I probably should. Oh, there we go. And it's an Arrowverse Teen Scenes tweet. Perfect. So
Oh, would you
this,
look at that?
so I'm advertising for you over here.
Well, actually, no,
Over
I'm not
here.
Arab. What are you talking about? I'm Wizard Joe.
Oh yeah, you're Wizard Joe. This is the new Speedster for episode 17. So this is Mina Dawan, aka Fast Track. It will be interesting to see how she's like, established because like judging from what's going on in the trailer, it seems like we pick up with her as a speedster already. So is there like time travel going on, or does she figure out how to get speedster abilities by herself?
Hmm.
That'll be really, really interesting to see. But it clearly seems like Barry will be after whoever this speedster is, and then of course we do see them interact in set photos as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they do over there. Now I had this
So,
theory, right? Oh, go on.
there you go. It wasn't important.
Mine's not important because it's a far-fetched theory. It's a very far-fetched theory.
Oh, is it like the other theory?
It's on the same level.
Oh, god. Okay. Well, what I was gonna say is that because this photo's from 19. Do you think she comes in this episode, or do you think she comes in 18?
That's a good point. No, this is for 18.
It's for 19.
This is it? Oh.
Yeah.
No, so I think they'll just keep it as, I guess, like an ongoing mystery, maybe.
Because I wonder
we
how do they get to this point where they're like working together? It looks. I think they were right.
That's a good point. That's
And
a
if
good
it's in
point.
19, if they meet in 19, I don't know. So it might be towards like maybe the third act of episode 18.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe, because here's the thing. Okay, my theory could actually make sense then.
Okay.
Actually, no, it can't, because man's all the way in Lian Yu, so I can't really connect
Just
the
say it.
dots over here.
Just say it.
Okay, so we know Mina Dawan gets speedster abilities, right?
Yep.
We don't know how, but I'm assuming she created it by a lab or something, because this is like the first time we've like known of this character, right? And this new speedster in town. So I'm guessing she's created it from a lab. Now, of course, someone who's seeking their speed is Mr. Thon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he could essentially manipulate Mina and get out of prison like that. Maybe even create his own, well, get his own speed back like that.
What
It's
if
a
he doesn't
stupid
get his
theory.
speed back?
I mean, yeah, I know. What if he doesn't get his speed back? Because
And he just uses
we
the forces.
we do have the other theory as well. But the
I
thing
did
is,
see a
right?
theory.
Go on.
I did see a theory for Mina, how she got her speed. I think it was on Twitter. The negative speed force thing at the end of Armageddon, where they removed his powers and it all went into the atmosphere from Star Labs, if you remember that. So maybe she got like the negative speed force connected to her.
I disconnected. Did I disconnect?
I think so.
Oh, what happened? Say that again.
At the end of Armageddon, when they removed Thorn's powers and the negative still force went into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
What if the negative still force found a new host and it's her or something like that? I don't know. I saw that on
Negative
Twitter.
still force.
Speed force, I mean, sorry.
That was my theory. You know that, right? I said
Was
that.
it?
I swear, I said on the Mina Dawan video.
Well, you know, I don't watch your videos.
Oh,
I'm joking.
um,
I'm joking. I just haven't seen it yet.
it's treason then. But I swear that was actually my theory for how she got speed. It was
Wait,
if it is, and
was it you
and
who told me that? I just remember seeing on Twitter. Maybe you sent it to me.
Wait, what?
Did you see? Was it you who told me that theory in DMs? I remember seeing.
I
On
know.
Twitter.
I know for a fact. I did. I know for a fact. I did a video on that.
Maybe it was you then. I'm just repeating what you
But
sent me.
I don't know. Maybe someone else thought of it as well. But yeah, that could be possible. And of course, like because there's this new speedster connected to the negative speed force, maybe Thawne will be able to manipulate her. See? Oh my god. I actually look. Of course, wait. It was me. It actually was me. I'm not gonna actually watch the video, but
I trust that. No, I trust that you had it in your video. I believe that you have it in your video.
is it this one?
I do believe you.
If look, I have Thawne, and then I have.
Hmm.
It was me. Oh, let's go. Arrowverse refers to my theory, and he has no idea it was me. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe he actually does like manipulate Mina, and this would make sense because assuming Barry maybe comes across Mina Dawan in this episode, right? And then she's like, "No, I have no interest in working with you." And then later on, by episode 19, Thawne would have already broken out of prison, presumably even gotten his powers back if he does get his speed first. And then Mina would realize, oh no, this guy, instead of training me, maybe he's manipulated me and he's now loose because of me. And that could lead to Mina teaming up with Thawne.
In the season,
Yeah. No, shit. What did I
which you
say?
fused.
Mina teaming up with Team Flash.
Oh, Team
Going
Flash.
against
Yeah,
Thawne.
that's what. Yeah. Well, I'm very curious to see how he gets his powers back, right? Because maybe he just, because maybe he doesn't get his speed force back first, and when he acquires the negative sides of the forces, the speed force is just a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
we also had the other theory where, okay, maybe he could be using the forces and he's essentially getting power based off that.
Which I feel like that is what's happening since
I think he's gonna create
quote unquote
the
everything leads up to
forever
this.
force.
Yeah, a negative
Because
forever force, huh?
maybe it could actually be like the normal forever force as well.
Well, I thought that maybe Barry has all the positive sides of the forces, and Thorn has all the negative sides, and that's like the big battle of the season at the end of them using all the forces to combat each other.
Yeah, but that's the thing with
Which I don't think will
like
happen though.
the Flash Forever Force arc as well in the comics. I did research from. I didn't read it, so I don't know if this is 100% true. But essentially, the way Hunter Zolomon creates the Forever Force is basically the Sage Force and the Strength Force. They were already dead by then because the Black Flash killed them because they were like causing an imbalance in the Speed Force. But what Hunter Zolomon did was he controls Steadfast, which is Dion. He controls
Yep.
his Still Force first. So he goes after the Still Force. And from that, he's like, okay, Flash, I'm going to show you what I've created. He's like, this is the Forever Force where I have the ability to now manipulate time. And when he creates the Forever Force, he has the control of every single one of the forces. He has the control of the Strength, Still, Sage, and Speed Force all at once.
Yep.
That's what I think that they're doing with Ia Barton over here.
Very, very reminiscent of the season 7 rewrite.
It actually is. It actually is. Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric Wallace has definitely been watching our video. I mean, I am Eric Wallace, so I just incorporated what I thought of. So we're geniuses, man. We are geniuses. But yeah, it seems like this is the setup of Reverse Flash's storyline. It's also like I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but although this is going to be a mainly Allegra centered episode and we're getting like the Reverse Flash stuff and the new Speedster stuff, I think this is actually the first episode of the new graphic novel.
18 or
Yeah.
17.
17.
It's not.
Are you sure? Because like we have Thawne,
I
right?
think.
We have new Speedster and all that. It makes sense if this is the start of the next graphic novel.
It's just that you said in an interview that eight.
The into the episodes lead into the final few
No, you
episodes.
said this was ages ago. 15 to 17 are interludes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he
So,
misspoke.
I mean, maybe you
Because
misspoke.
he said 15 to 17 were interludes, but episode 14 was an interlude as well.
Well, no, because they were all directed by special directors, and 14 wasn't a special director.
Mm.
So that's what he was saying is like, it's quite funny because all of the special directors on the show are all in a row and they're directing interlude episodes.
I see, Cal agrees with me as well. It could possibly be.
It could be. I mean, like everything that's happening leads into the next graphic novel anyway, so it could just be like episode 14 where it's both the start and also isn't officially the start or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if by looking at that promo, it really should be. You look at it and like, oh yeah, no, this is definitely the start of the next graphic novel. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe because it's the B plot, it might
Uh-huh.
not be. I don't know.
I have to say as well, Eric Wallace has been killing it with the interlude episodes. I'm gonna praise him for. I like how he's making the interlude episodes, but he's also not only setting up the next graphic novel using those interlude episodes, but also like he sets up specific storylines for them, which is going to be explored in the upcoming episodes as well. Which I find that it's a really great job that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a big fan of that, and I do really like it. But we do actually have the new synopsis released for episode 18. And well, yeah, originally I was going crazy about this, but Arrowverse has talked some sense into me, so
Ha ha ha! As per usual, huh?
as per usual, yes.
Weekly thing these days.
What is the term you like using whenever don't say anything without watching the episode?
Don't judge before you see it.
Don't judge before you see it. Um,
You should have
but yeah, here
you should have one of those shirts that says, "I judge everything before I see it." Or actually, yeah.
I do though. I'm like, okay, I have bias towards it, and like I do have bias towards something when I see it before. Like for example, the episode 16 trailer. I'm like, okay, no, this looks bad. I'm not gonna watch it. And then no, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna be ready to do a rant video. And then for episode 17, I'm just gonna go, oh, okay, no, this is gonna be bad. But yeah, I guess Arrowverse has talked some sense into me again. But yeah, this is the synopsis for episode 18, titled "The Man in the Yellow Tie," which I'm guessing is a nod to the Reverse Flash. I'm not sure, but it could be. I don't know.
It is probably.
It is
It's a
because
play on Man in the Yellow Suit.
it's a nod to the man in the yellow suit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like what they did over there. If it is, of course, about Thawne. If it's about someone else, then well, I have no idea what it's on about. But
Yeah.
yeah, when nothing is what it seems, with a new speedster in town, the Flash gets much more than he bargained for. Meanwhile, Cecile's powers oh my god, I didn't read this part properly. When Cecile's powers experience a growth spurt, allowing her to 18.
Okay. So let's break this down, right? When nothing is what it seems, with a new speedster in town, the Flash gets much more.
Why?
No.
Why?
No. Stop.
Why?
It's no. Stop.
Why?
Stop. We have Barry with the first half of the synopsis, right? Then we got Cecile with the second half.
Right.
Yes, it looks dodgy, and it could be dodgy. It could 100% end up being Cecile, well, having too much Cecile in it. But look, let's just go. Hold on, I'm just gonna switch it up to Flash.
Like
Made
I
me
get that
cry.
the Flash is gonna be the A plot. Like we can tell from the synopsis, right? It's gonna be like that Chester thing from episode
But no, listen
15.
to this. Listen to this. All hands on deck. With a new meta terrorizing the city, Joe lends a hand to local authorities. Meanwhile, Barry gets an assist from Cecile, who helps track the mass murderer. This was the synopsis for 812. And that Joe thing was barely in it from memory. And that Cecile thing was only one scene.
And then we had the Chester thing as well from the 15 synopsis, which
Exactly,
it
which was
was
only
barely
like,
anything as well. Which
yeah.
no,
Because
what?
the thing, they're probably trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible, so they're putting in the things that aren't spoilery, I guess.
Mm-hmm. No, but what's triggering me so much about this is Cecile's power growth. Like what we got wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like what else are we gonna get? Like she's now she now has not telekinesis,
I
telepathic
don't know.
abilities.
I don't know.
She's an empath now, which she forgot about from this episode. The one time the one time she obliges for ethics, the one time, and she goes on saying, "Oh, barrier, okay, barrier, okay," but whatever. Um, am I? Oh no, it looks like I'm lagging. Am I lagging?
No, no.
Oh, okay. So, what was I even saying? Oh, so Cecile, right? She's even able
Mhm.
to like counteract Despero at one point. Was the episode
3.
3? Like, what more do we need? Why is she
We've been
leveling
seeing her
up
use
so
that ever
fast?
since.
Huh?
Though that was in the Armageddon timeline, I guess, but I feel like will she still have that ability now? Maybe she just hasn't reached that part. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe. Oh,
maybe in
we're saying
this
maybe at the
this
same time.
maybe in this week we see her rediscover that ability. Well, discover it for the first time in her point of view.
That could
Since
be
Armageddon
possible as well.
timeline isn't really a thing anymore.
But look again, like she could literally do a global brain scan to find where someone is. Like,
Yeah.
what more does she need?
I don't
Eric
know.
Wallace, why are you complaining? Because Iris is my main priority, my friend, and because Iris, well, because our brilliant and talented actress Candice Patton, she's been working so hard recently for the show, and we've always appreciated how good she was, and that is why she took a hiatus. And unfortunately, I cannot focus on those important storylines with Iris and like the connection she's going to have with Barry. So unfortunately, I had to focus on Cecile stuff. How was that for an how was that for an Eric Wallace interview?
That was really good. By the way, don't look at Twitter because I know you're gonna freak out. So save
no,
that
what's
to the
happening?
Star Wars part. No, save that for the Star Wars part.
What's happening?
You're going to Twitter, aren't you?
Yeah, what's happening?
Some Star Wars stuff.
What's happening? Send it over.
I can't find it anymore. I saw it before. Oh, here we go.
I'll leave it for the end. I'll leave it for the end. She was good though. She's directed an episode of Mando before.
Wait, never mind. No, it was,
What?
no, that was a good thing. I mean, like, you'll freak out because it was a good thing. Then there's
Oh,
a new show, but I've realized that it was a juniors show, so never mind. Let's move on then. We'll continue going.
Let's continue going.
Yeah.
No, well, no, I've done my rant, so I think
Okay.
is that really it for?
Well,
Oh, okay.
you did make up for the run at the start there by saying that that you listened to me, which is a good thing. That's always a good thing. I
Yeah,
know I'm not
that's
always
a good
right.
thing.
I do take L's, but I feel like in this case, it's best to listen to me.
I'm just gonna clip
Gone
this
with an
part where
open
you just say,
mind.
I do take L's and just send it to you every time.
Oh no. Well, yeah. Well, everyone takes L's, so
Except I
some
take
more than
W's.
others. Some more than no, 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 not
I
at all.
take big W's.
No, not at all, not at all.
But yeah, in terms of this episode, it's clear that Barry's gonna essentially have the A plot and Cecile's gonna have the B plot. So that makes me confident, but I don't like what they
What if she
seem
has
to
the
be
C
doing
plot?
with Cecile's powers.
What if Barry has the B plot and Cecile has the C plot? Because
Who has the A
st-
plot
uh,
then?
who starts with an A? Argus.
Argus has the A plot.
Yeah, Amanda Waller, back from the dead.
Oh, she's
Alexa.
dead.
Alexa.
Alexa.
If we're having these negative forces, what if Alexa comes back and
Ooh,
is the
maybe.
A plot of this episode? There we go.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. But yeah, moving on to our next topic. We have a bunch of costumes they released from some like expo, I believe. What's it? Fan expo or something like that.
I don't know.
But we do have a couple of shots which I'm gonna talk about. But here is a first look of like a better look, shall we say, of the Flash costume they will be using for the movies alongside Sasha Calle's Supergirl costume. It looks really cool. Like from the frontal side, because even then, like from another angle of the side view, it does still look cool. I love the Flash suit a lot. It looks really, really sick. Like it, I've seen complaints saying like, okay, it looks odd, and like I've done that too, to be fair, because of that really bad quality image. But it looks really cool. I love the detailing on the suit, and like what's gonna be so cool is like, of course, when they add like visual effects to the suit as well, like these bits of linings we see when he starts running. Of course, it's gonna start lightening up in orange lightning. So that's gonna look really, really cool. What I will complain about is like the gold feels so disconnected. Like we have the belt on the sides like that, and like that not really attaching, and then we have those as well. And I wish we had more of that connection, but I guess it would have been too similar to. No, it would again. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been similar to Grant Soon because it's totally different. But I wish we had more of that golden connection, shall we say? Which I guess like the sole purpose for maybe they didn't do it is because when he runs, we're gonna have the whole suit glowing
Yeah.
anyway. So maybe they didn't do it.
Yeah.
But the gold boots look really sick. I really like the gold boots.
I really love I really like the suit, but the cowl is just not it for me.
I forgot to talk about the cowl does not look good. Which maybe in post production it will look better.
Yeah.
Which I doubt from that one teaser we saw, but yeah, the rest of the suit looks good. It's like this Flash season 5 costume. This part good, that part not so good. In terms of the Supergirl costume, we do have a better look at it, and that is over here when Miss Sasha Calle wears the suit. And it just looks really, really good. No, I have no.
That's an edit, mate.
Is it? Oh
It's
shit!
not that's an edit.
Oh, that's why. I thought she's actually wearing it though. Damn.
No, it's an edit.
Well, again, we can see the suit though, so I guess that's fine. Wait, okay, we'll go to. Okay, that's a rare L from Placerus, I guess. Oh, here. Oh, wait, no, because then we have oh, well, again, it's the same suit, but okay. So here's the better look at Sasha Calle's Supergirl costume. Once again, still it looks really sick. I do love like the design on the suit with like the red at the top and the blue transitioning at the bottom, and like the red at the top really fits well with the red cape, so that's something I really like. You're gonna see me shilling about this, but the fact that they have like Henry Cavill's Superman logo on the thing. That's something I really love. I just want them to interact so badly, man. But Discovery, help us out, man. Help us out.
Sound
But
like a Snyder cultist.
but again, like this bit, it's not really that big of an issue. But then when we transition down, there's too much blue. I think they should have done something to add more flavor to it. Like maybe like red boots would have done the job or something. But again, like the suit looks really cool. I don't really have any complaints for it.
Mhm.
And I'm really excited to see Sasha Calle's performance on the show as well, because on the movie as well, because she's gonna kill it. She's definitely gonna kill it. What are your thoughts on this suit?
I like it. It looks cool. Let me just look at the detailing on it is nice. I feel like it's I don't really know. It feels a bit weird that the whole top is just red.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind it because it's different, but like they need more flavor to it. They especially when we transition to the bottom. My complaint is I think they need more red, but it still looks really good. Like I don't really have an issue with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
But then this one, I believe I've lost unless I found okay. Oh wait, there we go. So look, when we get a side profile to um
Hold on.
the Flash
Godspeed is not
costume,
returning in season 8. Well, might be. We don't know if Godspeed's in season 8. He might not be, but he
but
also might.
Eric Wallace said he was going to be.
I know, which is the weird thing when it doesn't look. Or he said that he didn't say he was going to be. Like kind of teased it. So maybe he might be. Maybe he's there. Maybe he is, and Lian Yu.
Maybe. Look here, like the side profile. It looks so weird, man.
Yeah.
Like, why is the head so long, and why is it like this?
I don't know.
Like that would like you don't need this pointy bit. I don't get the point of that, but like
It's just it's so weird when suits like have the helm, the cowl, like a different material and style to the rest of the suit. It just
that's
doesn't
true as well.
make it
Yeah.
look good. That's like the Flash season 5 suit, and this one here.
Personally, I think they should have just CG'd the helmet on. But again, money, I guess.
That could have just looked straight up bad, like the Green Lantern suit.
That is true.
They could have done it, but
And you could say whenever they CGI the CW Flash suit, but
well, this is like
TV budget, and that's a
yeah,
movie budget. Yeah.
a lot more expensive, or a lot more higher of a budget, I guess.
But moving on to a much cooler suit is this one over here. This is unrelated to the Flash movie, but here we go. This is the first look at the Blue Beetle costume.
Yes.
Holy crap, it looks so good, man. It's so comic accurate. Like, wow. I love the detailing on the suit. It just looks gorgeous, man. Like, and then here's the photo with like the actor just wearing it. So it's not gonna be like way too CGI'd, if you will. Of course, like his abilities, they're gonna have to involve CGI in some way. But other than that, it looks so sick, man. It's definitely one of the best like DC movie costumes out there, in my opinion. It looks so cool.
It looks really accurate. It's really cool.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I don't know the actor's name because they don't really say over here.
It's Zolo, isn't it? I think that's how you say it.
Zolo. But I'm really
Hello.
But I'm really like looking forward to his performance as Blue Beetle, and I've heard the script is excellent, a true family movie and full of heart. I'm so excited. So I'm looking forward to it too. Because yeah, it is Blue Beetle.
Yep.
But moving into our final topic of the stream,
Oh, edgy. This is edgy time.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, this Star Wars project is the thing that I've been most looking forward to for years. Like way back, even when like The Last Jedi came out, when The Force Awakens came out, I'm like, I really want back then. I'm like, I really want an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie because I think they could do something so interesting with the character of Obi-Wan in the middle. But then we actually ended up getting the TV show announced, and here we are. We actually got Ewan McGregor returning to the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi. We have freaking Hayden Christensen returning as Darth Vader and maybe Anakin Skywalker as well. I couldn't have asked for anything better. In terms of episode 1, I really love what they did with it. I thought the episode was just perfect in my eyes. I really, really liked that episode. We of course got to see how Obi-Wan has been dealing with things post Revenge of the Sith. This show, of course, picks up 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. And we get to see how Obi-Wan has been dealing with things, like how he's moved on, having this new day-to-day life. And that is actually something he did do in the comics as well. So they did kind of stick true to that. And like, we have him going after, like, looking over Luke. We have him getting PTSD from Anakin's turn to the dark side and like Order 66 in general. So that was something I really liked. I did really like how he tried communicating with Qui-Gon Jinn as well. But the thing which really stood out to me the most was not only that opening scene, but the Order 66 flashback as well, which was just crazy for me. I just lost over them. Like, wow, holy crap. With of course having the Inquisitors walking in, and they're of course trying to find a Jedi and like Obi-Wan Kenobi in general. And then we have Obi-Wan really doing his best to just going into hiding. And yeah, really, it was just such an amazing episode for me. What did you share? Is that me? Shall I share it?
Yeah. Thoughts?
No. Just no.
Oh.
Wait, what do you think of episode 1 of Kenobi first?
Well, unlike you, I thought it was all pretty good. Because I'm not a Star Wars shill, so I don't know the intricate details that you find in the goddamn comics. I didn't even really know that Star Wars had comics until like earlier last year.
Yeah, they're produced by Marvel as well.
Oh. Well, yeah, so I'm not a shill, so I don't really know all the minor details, so I thought it was pretty good overall. The acting was a bit dodgy in places.
But Ewan McGregor killed him, man.
He did. Yeah, he was
so
really good.
Like the third sister, Reva, she was so annoying. I do not like her character from episodes 1 and 2. I did not like her character one bit. The Grand Inquisitor, I don't know if you would say his acting was choppy, but I of course watched Star Wars Rebels, so I know what the Grand Inquisitor kind of is like, and I would say that they were quite accurate with one another. With the fifth brother, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't. This is of course the first time I've been seeing the fifth. No, he's been in Rebels as well. I don't remember him though, but he's been on
I'll be
Rebels
back
as
in
well.
2 seconds. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay. But yeah, like in general, like Ewan McGregor did say that Obi-Wan Kenobi in episode 1, like he would be disconnected to the Force because he's of course moved on from that life. Like the Jedi Order is destroyed. It's no more because of Order 66. So he's just like, right, I'm not gonna use the Force. I'm just gonna stay hidden. Of course, he changed his name to Ben Kenobi at this time. He's no longer known as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and of course, that's to stay hidden because he is literally keeping the galaxy's biggest secret at that time, which of course is that he's protecting Anakin Skywalker's son, that being Luke Skywalker, and of course he delivered him to Uncle Owen, in which we did get this like brief like beef, shall we say, between Uncle Owen and Obi-Wan, where he's like, okay, when the time comes, he must be trained. And then we had Owen just roasting Obi-Wan. He's like, oh, like you trained his father, which of course Anakin Skywalker turned into Darth Vader, so that was pretty cruel. But yeah, we did have the Inquisitors like questioning Uncle Owen at one point, and I actually thought something was gonna happen. Like I thought like Obi-Wan was gonna like save the day or something like that. But no, one of the Inquisitors kick in. He's like, right, you're just so obsessed with Obi-Wan Kenobi. You have to get over this. He's gone. So like it will be interesting to see why Riva is so obsessed with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like my like I want to know why she's so against Obi-Wan. Like maybe is it because like she called for help, like she called for all the Jedi's helps, but maybe he didn't come because of course he was in Utapau facing off against General Grievous while Order 66 was essentially happening. Like that's the only thing I could think of. If Riva was in the temple when Order 66 was happening, and if Obi-Wan Kenobi was in Utapau, he can't really do anything about it. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see Riva's motivations for all of this. But then I did also like the addition of young Leia. She was a really fun character. Way too smart for her age, but that is that is who young Leia is. But yeah, we do of course have her getting kidnapped by the end, and of course we lead into episode 2. Now in episode 2 we do kick off in this new planet, which I can't remember the name of. But I just realized I didn't get your thoughts on episode 1 properly. Do you want to do that?
Oh,
Go for it. Go for it.
what happened? I don't. Oh, Uncle Owen was in it, right?
Hmm?
It was
Yeah.
cool seeing him back. It was cool seeing him back. That was really cool.
It was the same actors as well. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. What else happened? I wasn't expecting to see Leia. Was that like confirmed or something?
She was confirmed. Yeah. Young Luke and young Leia have both been casted.
I didn't know that. So
What I
that's
was
cool.
surprised about was seeing Bail Organa there, played by the main actor.
Yeah.
That was really sick. And I don't know, like just getting that vibe of the prequels, I just loved it, man. It was really, really good. But yeah, moving on to episode 2, we did of course have Obi-Wan in this like junkyard. It's not a junkyard, but it's this planet filled with crime. And essentially, like there's no escaping this planet. Like all chaos breaks loose in this planet. But of course, Obi-Wan helps Bail Organa find Leia, because Leia's of course been captured. And eventually we find out that it was an Inquisitor's plan to lure Obi-Wan to that area, which of course ended up happening. And we do really see like Obi-Wan being rusty over here. Like we see him getting beat up a couple of times, which in the comics he was actually a really good hand-to-hand fighter. You do see him get beat up pretty badly. He of course is still smart. We have him like dropping those spices and everything. He is still rusty with the Force. He's so rusty with the Force because he is not he has not connected to this in years. Like the only time he's really connected to it was to communicate with Qui-Gon Jinn, which he cannot do because his connection to the Force is weak. So yeah, we do get that displayed a couple of times where he tries to connect with Qui-Gon in episode 1, and he tries to do it like at the start of episode 2 as well. Once again, we have Riva just being fully obsessed with finding Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we do get this like really cool bounty hunter fight chase scene, which I loved. And again, we see more of Obi-Wan being rusty because he just keeps missing the shots with the gun. Yeah, we do end up getting Riva and Obi-Wan being in this one area, and of course Reva's looking for Obi-Wan. She's like, "Oh, Obi-Wan, you're gonna die now." Like she has her lightsaber ignited, and I started getting so excited because Ewan McGregor then pulls out his lightsaber, right?
Mm.
I'm like, "Oh, we're okay." I don't know how this is going to go because again, Obi-Wan's rusty. Like realistically, Obi-Wan would smoke her, but he is really, really rusty because he didn't touch that thing in years. So like, okay, if we get a fight, how's this gonna go? But then she drops the ball, saying, I'm gonna hand you over to Darth Vader. And this is the first time Obi-Wan hears about Darth Vader, and he knows who Darth Vader is because during Revenge of the Sith, of course, when he accessed the Jedi Temple security footages, we do see Palpatine call Anakin Lord Vader. So um, Obi-Wan knows exactly who Reva is talking about over here. But this is actually something they changed in the comic, not in the comics. This one was in Legends, so it's not really canon. So this one I don't really care about too much. And that is Obi-Wan actually finds out Anakin is he finds out that Darth Vader is alive um in some cantina, and that's from like a hologram where they talk
Right.
about like a um
Isn't
dark
Legends?
suited figure. What's
Isn't
that?
Legends like a multiverse story
No.
or alternate
So
timeline?
no. So before all of this was canon, right? But then when Disney bought Star Wars, they essentially changed bits. So
Wait, Legends. What was Legends? Isn't that not the thing that came out last year?
no. That's Visions.
Oh, Visions and Legends was. Oh, Legends is the Marvel recap
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I was thinking. Yeah. It's okay. Well, never mind. Then.
But in Legends, he essentially like sees this holographic figure of this black suited man, and then someone calls him, "Oh, this is the Emperor's new apprentice, Darth Vader." That's the first time Obi-Wan finds out about Darth Vader. And he's in Tatooine back then, but of course in the show they changed it up. Which in the case of this, I'm like, okay, this is actually so much better than what it is in Legends. But then I lose my temper over here, and this is when she's like, "Yes, that is right, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader." Huh? How does she know? Because there are only very, very few people that know that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. That's of course Obi-Wan Kenobi, Palpatine, Tarkin, eventually Grand Admiral Thrawn, who doesn't know for sure. He only had suspicions, and then Ahsoka, and of course Luke and Leia, but they don't come in after. But at that time of 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, you just had Palpatine, Obi-Wan, and Tarkin. And now we have her somehow finding out that Anakin Skywalker was Darth Vader. How? How? Like, they said that Anakin Skywalker died in Mustafar. He was because they essentially made him look like a hero, right? He was helping fight against whatever is happening, right? So they actually made him look like a good guy. And then that's the final time anyone in the galaxy has heard of Anakin Skywalker. To the whole entire galaxy, Anakin Skywalker is dead. And then that leaves only Obi-Wan and Palpatine knowing this secret. And then even when like conspirators talked about this in the Empire, and this is in the comics, Vader absolutely slaughtered them. He hated the mention of the name Anakin Skywalker. If anyone even had the slight mention of Anakin Skywalker, or even just just having suspicions that Darth Vader could be Anakin Skywalker, he full on massacred them. And to see Reva just call out that secret, it pissed me off because how does she know? And like, even then, Vader would have sensed it from the Force that she knows. She's an Inquisitor, so she works side by side with Darth Vader. Vader would have sensed that she knows. So I have no idea how the hell she knows, but she is not supposed to know. And it triggered me. I guess you're enjoying this rant.
Uh-huh.
And then with an icing on the cake, right after that scene, she stabs the Grand Inquisitor, which we know is not dead because we see him in Star Wars Rebels. And like his species is this, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but he has like two of one certain organ that if he was stabbed by something, like he still has the other one, so he could still live with that certain bit being cut. So it's clear he's not dead. Like it's nothing a backup tank can't resolve. But yeah, of course, Obi-Wan finds out that Anakin Skywalker's alive, so he's like, okay, maybe I could get through to him now. Maybe I could actually, get him to turn to the light side, which of course is not going to happen because he's going to remain Darth Vader until Return of the Jedi. But then we get this really, really sick shot of Hayden Christensen's Darth Vader in the back the tank, and it felt so good seeing them, man. It was just great. But yeah, that is my take on episode 2. Now, pretty ranty, I know, but this is something I don't think you know, and I want to get your thoughts on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Deborah Chow said, of course, I'm not gonna trust her word now because she just messed with Ken big time over here. But she said that like she's doing her best to follow Ken, whether that be like following the comics, the video games, and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between Jedi Fallen Order 1 and Jedi Fallen Order 2, there's a 5-year time jump.
Mm.
And Jedi Fallen Order 2 aligns with the same timeline of that of Kenobi.
Cal Kestis showing up in Kenobi.
So we could potentially see Cal Kestis showing up in Kenobi, which would be really, really sick. I would really love to see that.
No, this better not be another Han Solo Boba Fett thing.
No, like I mean, I don't think he will, but it would be really cool. Like the one person I want to see in the Kenobi show as well, just to complete everything, is Natalie Portman, which I know is not going to happen.
Who would they cast as Cal?
The same actor, Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah, I guess. What about KJ Appa?
Who?
You don't know who that is?
No, I don't know who that is. Is it a
Okay, well,
troll?
never mind.
Is it a troll one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a troll. Oh, well, that's an L because I didn't know who it was.
A tisk. Don't even
But yeah,
watch
my
Riverdale.
friend.
Wow.
Oh, is it that Riverdale dude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That I know
Keith,
who.
the New Zealand guy that everyone hates.
Yeah. Okay, I do see that actually. I do see that, but nah, I think it has to be Cameron Monaghan, man. They can't change that up. Well, let's get your thoughts on episode 2 now.
What was it? Oh, it's basically the same thoughts as episode 1. To be honest, I just thought that was a really good watch. Couldn't care less about the comics. I will say this. I do find it a little bit strange that what's her name,
River.
River, that she knows it's Vader, because I feel like that'd be
Oh,
something that's kept a secret like really tightly.
exactly.
But it doesn't ruin the episode for me because there might be an explanation. Because
They can't, because
can't.
even if there's an explanation, she would die. Vader would slaughter her.
Well,
Maybe,
maybe he does.
maybe he does. But there is no way she would be kept alive with her knowing that secret, which Vader would be able to sense it. This guy is incredibly powerful in the Force. He would easily be able to
What
sense what's going on.
What if Vader doesn't know that she knows? She brings in what's his name, Obi-Wan, and says, "There you go, Anakin," and he kills her on the spot.
Maybe.
No, I don't. Maybe I don't know.
But I'm really excited to see them square off against one another. It's gonna be so sick, man. And then
So is
apparently
is that
they brought the same stunt team from Revenge of the Sith as well. So we're gonna get those like really really
so we're gonna have
cool
some real dodgy fighting then. Great.
dodgy fighting. Nah, man, go away.
Oh.
Oh, and they're fighting twice as well. Like, oh my god. Like I think episode 3 is definitely going to be more of a Vader centered episode than Kenobi, just judging from the ending. So I think we're going to pick up with Vader in the back of the tank. He's going to suit up. He's going to question the Inquisitors, and because this is Kenobi, right? This is like nothing crossed Anakin's mind, nothing crossed Vader's mind at all, apart from Kenobi. Ever until A New Hope, he's always Kenobi, Kenobi, Kenobi. Until he gives up, he's like, okay, maybe he could be dead. But again, he knows that Kenobi is out there. He knows Kenobi is alive. He's always Kenobi, 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 Kenobi. He goes around multiple Jedi temples, slaughtering every single Jedi, torturing them to find out where Kenobi is, and he has no clue. Which is why, if you didn't know, why he actually hid Luke in Tatooine, because if Vader goes to Tatooine, he would remember his past memories, not only as Anakin Skywalker, but also as a slave, his mother dying, and all of that. So Obi-Wan knew that there is no way Vader would go to Tatooine, and that's why Luke's hidden there.
Okay, so next episode's Vader, and then one after that's Mandalorian. Baby Mandalorian.
No, I think episode 3 would be Vader and Kenobi, and I think no, they're not. No, and episode 4, I think they're gonna face off. Episode 5 is gonna be a normal episode again. Episode 6, they're gonna face off again. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
But fingers crossed, Reva dies because I do not like her character. She's not only really annoying, but she isn't supposed to know that secret.
Wasn't that who you were most excited for?
Reva?
Yeah.
No,
Except for Kenobi and Darth Vader.
not really. No.
So didn't you message me saying that you're only watching Kenobi for Reva?
No,
Yes.
no. Other than those two, it would probably be the Grand Inquisitor, but that's because I know him. But you know what would be so cool if we see Ian McDermott returning as Palpatine for a scene as well with Vader and him. That would be insane. Man.
Oh.
That would be insane. The nothing will. If they actually do this, I will actually literally burst into tears, and that's if we get a flashback scene with Padme, Anakin, Kenobi with each together. Maybe even have Ahsoka there, and I will burst. That would just be beautiful. I know they're not gonna do that, but it would have been really sick if they did that. I know they're not doing it, but
Uh-huh.
that's my prime Star Wars shedding moment, if you will.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shill.
But other than that, like I'm gonna admit, right, episode 2, it was a good episode, but it's that ending which just triggers me so much. It triggers me so much. And it like
Oh, that's great.
like as you said, this is I mean as I said as well, this is the galaxy's second biggest kept secret outside of Vader's children being alive, because Vader thought that his kid just died with Padme. So he doesn't even know that Luke and Leia are alive at this point.
Will we see that? How, in any of the animated shows, do we see them realize that they're alive?
No, I think the first time he realizes is Empire Strikes Back, when
Oh.
Palpatine says find Skywalker's children.
Oh.
I think that's when he realizes.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember but no, he doesn't know until very very well later, because it's Luke Skywalker that turns Anakin to the light. So if of course Anakin knew that his son was still out there, then he would have turned. But yeah, like Vader's all alone, and then Hayden said this is like prime Anakin. This is prime Darth Vader, so I hope we get some sort of Rogue One scene, and that would just be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, any final thoughts before I wrap up this stream?
Just that I want to get a Goldface vs. Bebo movie, high budget.
How was it? Goldface
Yeah.
v Bebo.
Yeah,
How would that even work though? Because Goldface, I think Goldface would still win, man.
probably. That's the thing. He'll use his gold and metal to make himself large, and then go against Bebo, who's already is big. Because he can be whatever size he wants to, So
Mm. It would be a
and
pretty
then
cool fight. Are we gonna get Amy Wami there too?
oh yeah, Amy will be there as well.
How about give me my Sunny? Because I actually see Bebo holding like some fire thing by the
Yeah,
looks of it.
so that's the thing. We got the guy who can transfer powers. He's here. He gave Jayco's powers to Bebo for the fight.
Oh, that's
But
very
then
interesting.
obviously Goldface has the gold chain. And Amy Whammy also is there with the middle, so they have the unstoppable duo. That is.
You'd be good at creating a synopsis for this because you're good at creating synopses.
Oh, I've made millions of them. Don't worry, I've already made some.
Would you like to share them, or is that for another time?
I don't know where I made them all hour ago. It was like
Okay,
whenever I
so
made that photo like last year, so I have to find them before I show
we'll
them.
leave this as a cliffhanger for this stream then. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's ooh, I just saw some comment, but whatever. Thank you for everyone who's tuned into the stream. It was really fun doing this. Of course, Arrowverse loved my Kenobi rant, but yeah, Ultra. If you're watching this on playback, you just got L'd with everything I said. But yeah,
No, you
thank you
saw-
everyone who's tuned in for the streams. Of course, thank you to Arrowverse once again for being here. Jordan slacking again, which again isn't too much of a shock because he's done it before. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.